the continent, showcasing that it is possible, with Ghana leading the way as the digital black star of Africa. In conclusion, the akufo-addo Bawumia government is committed to ensuring equal access to internet connectivity throughout the country. This shared network infrastructure for 5G represents a strategic move to provide affordable, high-speed mobile broadband services, reduce the digital divide, and promote financial inclusion. This initiative is a significant step towards achieving a fully digitized Ghana by 2030. We look forward to the successful deployment of nationwide 4G, 5G services and the transformative impact it will have on the lives of Ghanaians. Ghana, 100% digital. It is possible indeed. Thank you for your attention.
Oh, a bigger round of applause for the Honorable Minister. I am always excited to host the Minister for Communication because anytime she comes here, she bears good news. The last time we were here to talk about the rural telephony, and today she has outlined a lot more they are doing to ensure there is resilience in terms of infrastructure, in terms of the framework that Ghana is pursuing. It was also enlightening to note that although I've been seeing 5G, 4G on my phone, not everyone has that. Hearing from the minister that 4G penetration is only 50% was an eye-opener, because I thought what I've been seeing in Accra is what everyone is benefiting. But apparently it's not the case. And I'm happy that the Honorable Minister is pursuing nationwide coverage so that everyone across the country, she said they are estimating that they can reach at least 80% penetration for 4G network, and also ensure that we have nationwide access. In addition, 5G is here, and I can't wait to have 5G. The Honorable Minister mentioned that it will create several opportunities because it is established that there is correlation between building IT infrastructure and also GDP growth. So if it will open more opportunities for the education sector, health sector, hospitality, payment systems, among others. Honorable Minister, we are happy that the hard work that you and your team are putting in are yielding some rewards for all of us. So thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we will take your questions. If you have any question, you can show by hand. There are some microphones at the back. They will bring them to you. When you take it, your name and affiliation, and then proceed to ask your question. So 3 hands here, 2 at the back for this round. Okay. So the first 5, and then we'll come back to you. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. My name is Ataminsa from GNE. This is good news to every Ghanaian. But I was saying that every quality thing comes with high costs. I want to find out whether the deployment of this 5G service will increase the cost of data, because we're already suffering, whether it will cost high data purchase for Ghanaians. Then 2, I wonder whether some of us using YAM phones can also access this 5G network. Thank you.
Thank you for the questions. So, please.
Thank you very much. My name is Cliff Ekufu. I write for the Ghanaian Times. There are some allegations that the company awarded the contract to construct the 5G was just formed about a week ago. I would want the minister to clarify that and then give details on that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Anapoku from Daily Searchlight. Honorable Minister, is there any cost component that is going to be borne by the government? And we want to know how much. And again, how much is the whole thing going to cost the nation or the company which are coming to set up this infrastructure? And I want to find out from you also, can some West African countries or African countries tap in for the infrastructure when it's set up in Ghana?
Okay.
My name is Nashika Caesar. I work for City FM, City TV. I noticed that as the minister spoke, there was no mention of MTN as being part of the partnership. I want to know if...
She mentioned all of them, including MNOs. She gave a list of those who are already on and said because of the shared infrastructure platform, they are inviting everyone else so that there will be equal opportunity. Yeah.
Right, then that's fine. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name is Ebenezer Kofi-Aponsa. I'm a daily guide. Honorable, I want to find out, all these things you said are fantastic. We love them. Hoping that you're going to have a digitalized nation. But I'm asking how robust is our legal framework such that if there's any financial commitment we make, and I know this is going to go with some financial commitment, we don't come back, we don't wake up tomorrow and we hear that we have paid monies that
can you reframe the question? Are you saying that this is this done at the cost of government or what?
No, that is one part where it's done at the cost of government. But we also want to wake up one morning. I'm asking how robust is our legal framework such that this partnership that we are going with them, we don't wake up one morning to hear that we have made financial commitment which we are not going to have that services for. Thank you.
I didn't get the question properly, so I was trying to get
yes,
to reframe in a way
that I know this
5G
services, these fantastic things you are going to do for Ghanaians are going to go with some cost. And the government is going to go with some financial commitment. But we are asking, how robust is our legal framework? And I know Honorable is a lawyer, such that we don't make any financial commitment to hear tomorrow that we have paid monies we're not getting the services for. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll take the last question and take Honorable Minister's responses. And if there are any follow-ups, we'll take.
Good morning.
Yes.
I'm Kenneth. I work with Joy News. Okay. So there's some follow-up questions to the first gentleman. So concerning the company that was allegedly formed a week before it was handed this contract, I want to find out why is it being handed to one company without auction, and then why were different companies not allowed to bid for the contract if any opportunity like that was not given? What is the track record of a company that was formed less than a week before President akufo-addo granted executive approval on the 22nd of August? And then also, 5G being an important transport stream for media delivery and communication in the digital space, where's the representation of media in the NGIC and contribution of the media in policy formulation?
Can you rephrase that, please?
Yes. So 5G, we all know, is a very important transport stream for the media, for media delivery and communication in the digital space. So the question is, where is the representation of media in the NGIC and contribution of the media in policy formulation?
Okay. Thank you so much. So we'll pick the Honorable Minister's responses and then we'll come for another set of questions.
The first question was whether the cost of data will increase because of the introduction of 5G. We don't expect it to. We don't expect there to be any corresponding increase in the cost of data merely because of the introduction of 5G. A different service is being provided. If you want to sign on to it, you'll subscribe to it. If you want to enjoy your existing service, you do it at the rate set by your network operator. I expect that because this is a shared infrastructure, which reduces the cost for the network operators, they will transfer that into better service offerings, and it may even lead to a lowering of the cost of delivering that service, which can only inure to the benefit of subscribers. Now, if individual MNOs had to build this network themselves, this is a very capital-intensive industry, and it is very expensive to roll out mobile networks, infrastructure. And that is why government took a strategic decision to use a shared infrastructure network company to deliver this service. Can young phone users access 5G? No. However, as I indicated in my presentation, we're working with Radisys to introduce affordable 4G and 5G devices, which are much less expensive than what is currently available on the market. And so it will be possible to utilize these devices at much less cost to access these new networks. So young phone users, it's time for you to upgrade. I will answer this. The second question and the last question are related. i.e., there's an allegation that the company awarded this contract was formed a week before the license was granted to them. Now, this is a special purpose vehicle. Once government took the decision that we would use a neutral infrastructure company to deliver this service, there is no existing neutral infrastructure company at the moment. So it had to be specifically formed for the purpose of delivering this service based on the strategic policy decision of government. And it is born out of, as I indicated, our past experiences. And that is why we chose not to auction it. I'm sure the finance minister would have been happy if we had sold it off at auction, collected our money, and moved on, without caring what impact it would have on the sector. Unfortunately for the finance minister, and fortunately for Ghana, we in the Ministry of Communications care about the impact of decisions taken on the growth of the sector. And so after analyzing the nature of our telecommunications sector, it was clear that if you auctioned the spectrum, only one or two entities will be able to acquire it. They will roll out the network at their own pace. And if 4G was introduced in this country in 2015, and we still have only 15% 4G penetration, and we auction 5G, within the next 10 years, we will still be hovering around 10% penetration. Is that what this government or this country wants? No. We want to accelerate the pace of access to telecommunications to every Ghanaian, everywhere in the country, regardless of where you are. So the best vehicle that the government thought would enable us to provide this service to all Ghanaians within the shortest possible time is to set up a neutral shared infrastructure company. And that was set up following the policy decision taken to auction it. And that is why it is a new company. However, who are the partners that, or the members of the consortium that forms NGIC? And I think that's where the conversation should be going. We have Ascend Digital Solutions, which is the only company I know in this country that is setting up and managing shared infrastructure, i.e. our rural telephony network, in conjunction with 2 Chinese companies. They are the only local company that I know of that are currently operating and managing a shared rural telephony network. Kenet is also the only company that I know that is operating a shared digital terrestrial broadcasting platform for all TV reception in this country. That is what influenced the choice of these 2 companies, because they have proven track record in operating and managing shared infrastructure. They have also invited all mobile network operators to be partners in the consortium. So every mobile network operator operating in this country has been invited to be part of the consortium. The conversation started with some, and it's continuing with the rest of them. So no mobile network operator in this country will be left out. They will all own shares in NGIC. Other private investors who've also expressed interest will also be part of this consortium. The government of Ghana will retain a small percentage in this consortium. There is a reason why we chose this model. And based on our experiences with rural telephony, where the government rolled out the infrastructure, and the network operators are utilizing it to provide services in areas where they would ordinarily not go, we are hopeful that this would also lead us to, within the next 3 years, expand 4G coverage from the current 15% to 80%, and that will be a record on the continent. We are the digital black star, and so we do things differently. Is this infrastructure being set up at cost to government? No. Government is not paying for this network to be deployed. The consortium will look for its own funding, and I'm happy they've chosen reputable technology partners that will deliver a best-in-class, world-class, cutting-edge technology for us. I'm not sure there's any network operator who's using Open RAN in the country currently, and NCA can educate me. None. So this would be the first time that we're using Open RAN technology in this country. In addition to that, the kind of technology that they are bringing is also scalable. So you increase it as your capacity grows, depending on your need. And so it is not being done at any cost to government. The cost of the network deployment, I believe that sums are being mentioned in the area of about $200 million for the initial rollout. I stand to be corrected there, but they did a presentation to the NCA and gave them the full rollout plan. Is our legal framework robust enough? Absolutely. We have the legal and regulatory framework to guide the deployment of mobile networks in this country. And where the NCA feels that it needs to upgrade or tighten the space, I'm sure they know what to do. I believe the representation of the media in NGIC, I'm not sure the media is represented in the rollout of either 2G, 3G, or 4G networks. So I'm not sure why they should be interested in being part of the rollout of a 5G network, unless something has changed. I stand to be corrected, though. This is a mobile network infrastructure that is being rolled out for the use of all Ghanaians. Now, if any media company, I've said that private investors are welcome to join. If any media company has the funds necessary to contribute to the growth of NGIC, I'll encourage them to talk to the consortium, and I'm sure they will be accommodated. However, they have to be ready to pay for their inclusion. It will not be free. contribution of the media in policy formulation. Our doors are always open. I haven't received any brief from the media on any subject that I have ignored. So if the media feels that they have something to contribute to this space, please feel free to welcome it, because we do encourage interaction with stakeholders, including the media, and we'll take whatever you bring on board into consideration. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. I saw a lady's hand up if you still have a question, if it's been asked. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Unless I see another hand, I take those to be the last set of questions. Okay, fourth question at the back.
Okay. My name is John Awuni. I represent Kesben. After the Mondays landmark agreement in Mumbai, www.telecoms.com, which is a UK-based telecommunication portal, captioned the deal as where others have failed, Ghana is trying to make an impact in that shared network. And then they cited an example of Mexico trying to do a similar shared arrangement, but they failed woefully. So what makes Ghana's agreement or Ghana's shared 5G agreement, what will make it a success? Because they cited an example of a failure that occurred in Mexico with regard to the same scenario. Thank you.
Thank you for the question.
So I'm Timothy Ngembe. I report for the graphic. I just want to follow up from what the minister said about government's ownership or government share of the partnership. So government will have a fraction, will retain a fraction of it or a percentage. Can you be specific on what percentage the government will retain? Thank you very much.
Okay, Timothy.
Honorable Minister, one of my questions was not answered. I wanted to find out, since Ghana is going to be the first country in the sub-region to set up this infrastructure, can some West African countries or some African countries tap in, as it were, in future, if they want to also access the same facility?
Okay, Honorable Minister, please, I'm Alfred Nelson from Network TV. Please, given the increasing embrace of 5G technology, I'm curious to find out if the ministry is taking in any steps that can protect Ghanaians against electronic pollution, because this emergence of 5G also has other side effects of it. And we Ghanaians, especially our pregnancy women and our adolescent women, are also supposed to be careful, because it has a lot of issues with our health.
Are you asking whether
the ministry
there are cases of pollution?
No. I'm trying to ask, the embrace of 5G network technology in Ghana, it comes with some electronic pollution. So I want to find out if...
Is it a fact? Do you know for a fact that all the countries, including the 16 African countries with the 5G, have reported cases of technology? What did you say again? Electronic pollution.
So I wanted to ask
are there cases of that sort? Do you know that for a fact?
Sure,
or you are asking whether there is something like that?
No, I'm asking if, like, the ministry, in a way, are putting measures or steps that can protect against electronic pollution, because it's 5G. We know 5G comes with a lot of disadvantages.
No, the question is based on the premises that, one, you know 5G comes with electronic pollution.
Yes, please.
And I'm asking whether you know that for a fact.
Yes, I know that for a fact.
You know that for
a fact.
From where?
From sources, they said 5G.
Okay, let's leave it at that. Okay, thank you for the question. I think there were another hand up.
Okay, Honorable Minister, I am Samuel Nyumabo with ABC News Ghana.
Please.
Okay, I'm Samuel with ABC News Ghana. I have only one question. I want to know, I think a month ago, NCA approved Starlink to operation. They approved for Starlink to operate in Ghana. I want to know where does Starlink lie in this NGIC's network, because we know Starlink is coming with a satellite broadband. Where do you lie in this?
Thank you for the question.
Good morning. My name is Thanks and I work with Asasi Radio. My question is, I want to find out from the minister whether the NCE wrote to all the authorized license holders to participate in the process.
Please, can you speak up?
Okay, so I said that I wanted to find out whether the NCE wrote to all the authorized license holders to participate in the process. Thank you.
The minister said they've had engagements with some of them, and it's a continuing process. But the assurance is that they are engaging everybody, and they want everyone to take interest and shares in this SPV. Yes. Okay, so I take that to be the last question. I'll invite Honorable Minister back for her responses and final comments.
Where others have failed, can Ghana succeed? Absolutely. If we look at the failures of others and say because of that we will not try, that just kills innovation. So you learn from the experiences of others in crafting your arrangements, and that's exactly what we have done. So we intend to not just succeed, but to blaze the trail for others to follow. The thinking globally is that shared networks are the way to go. And because of the manner in which it reduces costs for the operators. And so we need to demonstrate that it is possible. And it is. Government will have less than 10% shareholding in this company. The company will pay for the use of the spectrum, whatever assets government has that it wants to utilize, it will pay for the use of it. And so we would have continuing revenue from many multiple sources from it. Can other countries in the sub-region tap into this shared network? If they want and there is capacity, I don't see why not. It will be a commercial decision which the operators of the network would have to take. And for me, it even helps accelerate the integration of the continent, so in our sub-region. So if they want to, I don't see why not. That's why I said there's a lot of interest being shown in this network in the world of technology, because it's a trailblazer and it can be a game changer for rolling out technology on the continent. So a lot of interest is being shown in it. And that's why so many of the technology majors are interested in partnering us to deliver it. Instead of competing with each other, they want to collaborate to show that it is doable, it is possible. And so we're all very, very excited about it. When it was launched in India on Monday, over 100 networks across the world carried it. And so it is of great interest to everybody. On this question of electronic pollution, we have a member of the Radio Regulations Board of the International Telecommunications Union in this room, who happens to be the director of engineering of the National Communications Authority. If anybody knows about the impact of our radio networks and possible negative impacts on it, Reverend Frianko should know. So I'll ask him to come and answer whether indeed your fears are founded, well-founded, or are baseless. Is Starlink connected to NGIC? Not at the moment. If they want to be part of this consortium, I'm sure they would have necessary conversations with the right people. And The Honorable Minister for Information answered the last question, so I can only say I concur. Reverend Franco.
Good morning. When the gentleman asked the question, I was wondering whether he was worried about e-waste, but it doesn't seem that is his question. But 5G is going to use, I know that some years back there was some rumors about even 5G causing COVID and all that, but those are totally baseless rumors that came out. So 5G is going to use radio frequencies similar to what we are using for television broadcasting, what we are using for mobile, what we are using. So what you've used for 2G, 3G, 4G is similar frequencies we are using for 5G. So over the years, we've had these radio frequencies around us. There are international standards in terms of the level of radiation that comes from it. There's an international body called ICNEP, and they have values that, and at the NCA, we have electronic EMF, electromagnetic field meters. We go around to take measurements. For a very long time, all the radio towers that we have around here radiate far below what the ICNEP values are. So we are very confident. We live here. You see, it's not like we are doing a network for some people. We are also inside. If there are health risks, my wife and my children are also at risk. And we wouldn't, encourage such things if they really pose. So I don't think anybody should be worried. Nobody should be concerned about 5G coming to damage pregnancies. Yeah, you should rather eat well. Thank you, madam.
So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I think the future is bright for our country. And we're hopeful that as we also blaze the trail towards cutting-edge technology on the continent, we'll also demonstrate that not all the news that comes from Africa has to be dark and gloomy, but we can showcase innovative technologies for the world to emulate. So we're all very excited at the manner in which we're rolling out 5G on the continent. It is new, it's different, it is tailored based on our own experiences, and we know that it will solve multiple problems for us. I'm excited at the prospect of nationwide high-speed broadband connectivity for all within the shortest possible time. And that's the promise that NGIC hopes to deliver. I'm also excited at the fact that it is being powered by the government of Ghana, local companies, so that hopefully through this we'll also be growing world-class continental giants in this technology field. Every journey begins with one small step. So I'm grateful for the opportunity that we've had to be able to spearhead this move. It's come after lots of consultations with lots of groups around the world. We've spoken to several technology majors and service providers. Hey, they want me to do tree. Hey. Yo, I shall try. Yo, yes, I'm in country. In the country. Acquire your first one, your network, Emma, ye de it boy and bra, a woman, Mohano. Say, Impuntuo Abemu, enti ye shall see free 2G, Yako 3G, Yako 4G. Ghana ha, Ohanchichemu Dunum, epe ena ewo sa 4G no ebi na wiase afane nyina foforo bi aba ye friend 5G a eno nso so ehye ye networks ni mu ekena crossing ne ye nim no enti ebimemu ha amai beye dunsia ena aye sa enya sa 5G ni bi enti yenso so emre aso a Ghana ha yenso so ya krado se afie yinkwa awie ye de na yenso so yetumi enya sa 5G yi bi de aboye mbra wa ha ebema omo ye video streaming ni ade nyina etumi aye ne ntam so nyuma ahoro betumi afa so aba ene ye hu se cars bi ne ma driver enim or driverless cars ni ade niema abafu niema bebre ekoso wo wiase afana mu hanyina ehia high speed internet na omtumi ediaye 5G ba yenzu ye betumi aye bi ewo yememu ha na eka no nka spectrum mi hu se besi aka no dream spectrum na yedema companies na omode eye sa ye wo networks na ka ye ton enti ni obetumi atono ni aton ama nanso ye ton 4G 2015 ebepem enne no se dem sika ye no ohanchemu dunum pe ena etumi use sa 4G ni bi eka ewom enti omodo won bo ba bia ombenya ho mfaso no eho na omode sa abefo nhyen bi eko nanso yetumi tremu na eko Ghana ha nyina ebeboa eman yi empuntuo ni yensikasam enti aban tenase esusu se 5G yi yenton yede bema company enyumaku ahoro maka wo abom se omo ankasa bekwa akope wonsika na omudi abaye network yi ama network operators wo mamu hanyina etumi ayusu ti se yesi dan no na wo apese otenam bi no aba behind dan ni bi nti ehu hia se wankasa bekwa akope wonsika edi akoto block ne cement ne ho anwan edi asi edan ni yesi ho ama network operators wo mamu hanyina wo a wo pese wotenam bi no aba behind dan no na company na yate no eye company foforo aban ye san hihye ise yenton spectrum no na ye de bema company baako na wo ye ama ye nyina ye yusu no sa company na ye omo tonsa frɛ network operators wo mem ha nyina so ma meka ho bi ne anya adwuma no if you say ye wie a omo ene be use enti e wo so so omo ka nhye na ye no ho ebie company na yate and your friend no next gen infraco engine IC inti no na atonsa afre obia so omoma meka ho na omwanya company se kukudam a ewo ndie ewo sa abefo network yi dwumadie yi mu ewo wiase afana nyina se omweka won ho no momoaye ayenye network a edimu esipi esita companies bi eye Nokia na enimu se enka no kra no mo ye phones ene de mo ka serious network equipment manufacturers who are wiase afana nyina omudimu omo nso agipenie se ombe bayen na ye de abefo hihye bi aba mu ha na nya no kwa omo eboa ya ma yesi sa network yi omo so san ba bebie innovation lab wa ha ebema ye mabun no ntete e wo sa 5G nimye foforo ya ebe ti ye mabun no omo ye electrical engineering ni ade ompese omo ye adwuma e wo 5G e wo Ghana ha ne ebibimemu ni wiase afana nyina Nokia beba be ye entity ekuo bi wa ha ebeboa won 5G ne sukwan ye befa so a ye de bedi dwuma e wo ye memu ha ene ebibimemu ha no sa innovation lab no ebe yiye sa hihye ni bi e wa ha nye niema omu yusu wa amano no nyina na ebe hia we abibimemu ha yenso niema e ha ye no edi yenya wa ha sem nye ni nyina bi na edi wonya wa ha nti ye behwe kwan a ye be yusu 5G no na yɛde asolve yankasa yɛn problems ni bi ɛwɔ bibi mɛmu ha. Another company nso so a ɔmo ne NGIC ɛba abɛyɛ adwuma ɛyɛ Tech Mahindra ɛno nso so yɛ software company kɛseɛ a ɛwɔ India. Ɔmo ne Microsoft ɛna ɛyɛ adwuma paa. Ɔmo nso so nhyɛn bi a yɛhia no abɛɛfo yɛ akora bibi yɛ friend cloud core network. Ɛno ɔmo na ɔmo di mu akoten paa wɔ wiase afa na nyinaa ne Microsoft. Ɔmo di bi ɛɛba ɔmɛmu hasen na yɛn nso so yɛde ayɛ yɛn adwuma no. Na network ya ɛyɛ NGIC no ɛnyɛ 5G ne nko ara na ɔmo yɛ. Yɛ mo ɔmo ayɛ 4G network so aka ho. Na 15% nipa ɛbɛpem ne mfie enko akyire still 15% a yɛgyina ɛwɔ mɛmu ha no. Yɛtumi atremu akɔbɛyɛ 80% within the next 3 years. Enti network na ɔmo yɛ no ɛbɛma yɛn 4G ɛwɔ Ghana ha nyinaa na asan ayɛ 5G enso so ɛwɔ ha se ahyɛ mu ɛkena. Tech Mahindra ne nso sɛ so ɔba ɔmo nso ɔmo nyɛ bi wɔ bi mɛmu ha da. Ɔmo ba besi ntitiye ko ɛwɔ ha bɛma yɛn mɛbun no ntitiye ɛwɔ abɛɛfo nhyehyɛ yi bi a ɛba te sɛ AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotics, automation. Mi hu sɛ mesi aka no twi mu ntimpamcho we mfa nkyɛme. Saa abɛɛfo nhyehyɛ yi bi a ɛbɛɛbɛ yi ɔmbɛma yɛn mɛbun no ntitiye ɛwɔ mu. Tinya sɛ ɔmo ba bɛ tɔn wɔn network na ma yɛn na ɔmo asi na ɔmo akɔ kɛkɛ. But almost she said, ye bema ye mebun in society, saa abɛɛfo nhyehyɛ yi a abɛ nyinaa ebim. Ɛno nso so ɛbɛboa yɛn yie ɛwɔ mɛmu ha. Ebio another company nso so a wagye penny sɛ ɔbɛba abɛboa dwumadie yi ɛyɛ Radices. Radices ne nso so wohwɛ a wiase afa na nyinaa ɔmo di akɔten pa ɛwɔ abɛɛfo nhyehyɛ bi mu ɛfrɛ no open run mu. Ɔmo ba besi boaye na network yɛ nya saa technology ni bi animu ha yi a ɛwɔ ɔmɛmu ha. Na ɔmo partner company bi nso so ɔmo ne wɔn ɛyɛ adwuma ɛwɔ India yɛfrɛ no Reliance Jio. Yɛte saa company no efie nwɔtwe penie 8 years ago ɛne yɛte Reliance Jio. Ɛnɛ ɔmo ne network company Esupa wiase afa na nyinaa nye India nko a. It's the largest mobile network operator in the world. Almost subscribers are almost me who say mesi aka no wotwi mu mantumo mfa nche so to me 477 million subscribers. Mpatwa kan say wotwi mu. Mumwami. Moti ase 477 million subscribers. And our company no ewo. Ghana your population 33 million. Into the fatu to whom na number of subscribers are omo. Sa company na so say rather say omo be boayen with technology no. Na nye no nko a omo aboayen with handsets phones ne bo ewo form. Say bi no omo ye wo India amanfo to me adwuma anyone ye adwuma omo nya subscribers bebre no enti wo a wo ye phone omo share adwuma na say omo say afie yi nko awie ye die na omo de sa phones ni bi abre yen wo Ghana ha ne bo fofo wo betumi da ye 4G and 5G no adwuma die ni bi. Microsoft nso engine hu say Obne Tech Mahindra ebe partners no mo aboa ye ndwumadie ti ye hwe anim se omo soso ye won to ye ni wi a omba beka ye ho etumi ye sa ade ya na wa rehyem soso se ye beye ebeboa ma ye man etumpon ma ye mabu anya adwuma aye said you omba be ma ye ntitie yi oti Ghana ha na wanya adwuma 5G yinso afe na maya horo yesi ya bibi memu 16 pe Ghana beka ho 17 dunso pe ene we bibi memu omo ye nyina anyu bia na wo sa nimdie no ebi ti ye mabu nya santete na oti ha na wanya dwuma papa bi e wo ba bi a cutting edge technology na won so ode ebo bra network yinso ba ebie kwan bebre ma Omo sa nimdeɛ no yɛ innovation sa technology nema no so to me aye new products and services and so betumi akwa use sa network no na we deliver the ama omo pese woni won eye adwuma no ye network operators ne so nya afi no kokobo ka foforo akọ si omo ankasa omo network nyom nyina no benya sa ahoden no ye nya sima won a no ane se okon han kakra na o current existing subscribers no se wunya challenge bi na won so to me use no na wo de ama wo services no omo so e de aye adwuma nya challenge nko o pe tre wo hie mu tre adwuma ni mu a nya fe na wankasa kwa kosi utawa eye ahia ya isika kwan na ma de da fa ka ni sisu tua to kakra nfa ko baby apese odeko eno ye feel say to me ye fasa kwan so a ebeboa ama enkro nketoa enkrase baby awo bia obetumi atena ho use high speed broadband network no e de aye wadwuma ti yenim se ebeboa ebibi memu ha we ni edikan a ye ewo ebibi memu ha nyina enti ama nyina ehwe kwan a ye fa so a ye tutu sa na moyi na omo so aba bisua afri ye ho eno nti na mesi ye digital black star of Africa ye kire kwan na afoforo enso aba bedi echiri amaye ye dase maya de na plane.
Oh, no, please. Yes, please. We did the Q&A. We did the Q&A sessions, 2 rounds. We looked through and even asked everyone if they still had some questions. They still didn't come through. And then the minister has done her summary. And after she has sat for us to do another one, it's not fair. So, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of today's presser. Our profound gratitude to the Honorable Minister for Communications and Digitalization and Member of Parliament for the good people of Ablekuma West constituency. Honorable, thank you so much. You've been very engaging. You are always here when something new happens at the ministry, and we really like that so that we keep Ghanaians informed. Honorable Deputy Ministers, Chief Directors and Directors from Ministry of Communications and Information, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our friends from the media, thank you so much for joining us to this presser. Let me use this opportunity to also acknowledge our media partners, GTV, CTV, UTV, Wuntumi TV, Asasi Radio, Netu TV, Oman FM, and ABC News. Thank you for the live coverage and also giving us the opportunity to engage with Ghanaians. We hope to see you very soon. Looking forward to a few presses this weekend and 2 on Tuesday and Wednesday. So thank you and enjoy the rest of the day.